Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your monthly reading for March 2023. This is for Pisces, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. And Pisces, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, astrology's been around for thousands of years. And so, it really has had major influence on divination, and that's why I use astrology, because tarot, which came out in the 14th century, every tarot card has a ruling planet. Well, there are elements, astrological elements, alignments, ruling planets. So we go really deep when they're combined. And astrology and tarot are both aligned with the tree of life. So Pisces, let's get to it. March 2023. I think that I've been telling you that this is the month that you need to look out for. March is the biggest month of 2023. It is game changing. We're entering a new era. This is globally, but every sign is going to feel it. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on the transits because comparatively in February, they're about 16, 17. This month, it's double that. All right. There are major aspects and transits happening. So many like at least 5 planets changing signs. I mean, and some that's like once in a lifetime. So the only thing I'm going to mention right now, Saturn is moving into your sign this month. Okay, when I say you're going through transformation, you're entering a new era, this is huge, okay? Combined with everything else that's happening, okay? Saturn's going into your first house, your identity, all right? So you're going to have a lot of moments of, Saturn is a taskmaster planet. It's a planet of life lessons, karma. It's, brings that structure and stability. And it kind of, it is a planet of like tough love, right? It makes you a little bit more serious about the things that you want and the things that you need to go for. Okay, now here's the other thing that's happening is that Pluto is going into Aquarius. This is major. So Pisces, listen, the last time this happened was the French Revolution, Industrial Revolution. I mean, the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This is major. Again, we're going to see a lot of this on a global scale, okay? And you are probably going to start seeing things happen now. I'm not going to get too deep into it now. I'm going to do this during your weekly, when I do your weekly reading. But this is going into your 12th house, all right? And a lot of people are just like, oh, crazy. That's, oh my gosh. But listen, hey, you rule the 12th house, by the way. So it's almost like really good for you. Okay, the 12th house is the subconscious. It is, it represents like, your dreams and, everything that you can't see, like even like hidden enemies and, the past. There's so much up there, but it's all up here. And so this is a time you are going to be transforming and, putting effort into letting those things go, the things that that if any fears that you hold on to, or surrendering those things that are not working out for you, and really digging deep. And I mean, you really do have the power over that, all that unconscious stuff. So a lot of reflection, but this is a 20-year transit. Okay, it's a 20-year transit. Technically Pluto in Aquarius is happening from March until June, goes back into Capricorn, and then goes into Aquarius 2022 to January 2040. 2024. Where am I? I don't even know what year I'm in. January 2024 to 2044, which is insane. Because think about, I can't even imagine what the world is going to be like in 2044. I mean, this is crazy. So, again, I haven't even talked about the fact that we have a full moon in Virgo. I haven't even talked about the fact that, Venus is entering Taurus, which is amazing, amazing. We're all going to love that. That's all about love and romance and, passions and going after your passions. And, Venus is in its domicile. I haven't talked about the new moon going into Aries. Our sun going into Aries, and then we hit the spring equinox, and we have a new moon in Aries. Mars is going into Cancer. There's so much happening this month. So Pisces, as I say, always say, with my monthly readings, two things. If you are not a subscriber, I do leave all the key astrological dates in my description box, so you can see, you can follow along, see what's going on, and also stay tuned to the end, because after I do your reading, I pull more cards. I break it down week by week, and then we can talk a little bit more about those aspects, and then we can also see what you can expect for every week. I just need to remind you, this is the biggest month of the year. The biggest month of the year. It is insane, and it is also, it's honestly, you're entering a brand new era. You're entering a brand new era, Pisces. And you know what? Also, happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're amazing. For all those Pisces who were born, before March 20th, you're amazing. You're awesome. So I hope you're having a great birthday. Let's go ahead and start your reading. Let's see what's going on for you for March 2023. All right. You'll see my dog has joined me. So, as you know, she takes up all my table space. So, I'm going to bring the cards up one by one so you can take a look at the cards. And like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does give a great overview. And Pisces, it is, hold on, let me just move this so I can see this a little bit more clear. And boom, there we go. Okay, so Pisces. All right, it looks like this month. Wow. All right. Okay. You got plans. You got plans. You got decisions. You're making decisions. You are making decisions this month, okay? Well, all right. All right. There we go. Mercury's also going into your sign, which is really great this month. All right, so I do want to tell you that this is a month where it's full of, there's so many windows of opportunity to do new things, and to find new paths, and to launch new projects, start new jobs, new relationships, take relationships to the next level. All of that. This is a great month for it, because there's so many. Saturn's really active. Clearly, but there's a lot of aspects that have bring in that, like, long-term commitment, long-term potential, long-term possibilities, seeds being planted kind of month. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, and the only reason I'm telling you that is because it looks like you are looking to do something new. All right, it looks like there is a lot of newness coming through. Now, you did get the Seven of Swords in your past, so here's the thing about this card is that I call it the lying, cheating, stealing card. The biggest message that's coming through is I'd like for you, two things that are happening here. One, I'd like for you to face some truths that you need to face. There could be some things happening and you're not really digging deep into it, okay? It could be something that's happening within your family environment. It could be something that's happening at work, and it's just something that you really need to, something's just not connecting, okay? Second thing is, there could be some stuff happening around you in your work environment, in your home environment, and even family environment is like a big thing, that where you feel like your voice isn't being heard, or someone's doing something underhanded, someone's lying to you about something, someone could actually be cheating on you, or someone could be doing something like stealing from you, right? And so whatever resonates with you, Pisces, like I always say, like it could even be something like I had like a client a few weeks ago, and it was like a landlord was doing, there was like a fee that they were caught doing, caught them in the contract for charging them extra or whatever. So even little things like that. So you may, those moments could come up, but the stronger energy is really within work and family. So keep that in mind. And again, it could be you that's just not, there's a disconnect, and there's something where you have to look forward. It's like not stop. Let's sometimes some of y'all may be looking at the past a little bit. All right, looking at the past and not looking forward. All right, and when I say looking at the past, things that you're just like, why is this still happening? Why is this happening? Why is this still happening? Instead of making those moves to get out of that situation. but it looks like you will, right? So whether that resonates with you or not, you still have the Two of Pentacles, all right, in the heart of your spread, all right? So this is really interesting. This is kind of like the theme of the month, and it looks like you are going to have to make a decision because it looks like there's, the Two of Pentacles has a lot of imbalance. It's indicating there's a lot of imbalance for this month, okay? And that could be, whether within your physical world, or it could be even, internally or spiritually, or, like mind, body, soul. There's just that imbalance, the equilibrium, even your, the stillness of your mind is, there's this, there's something that you are possibly going to have to let go. And it's not even in a bad way. It could be like a new job offer that comes through and you're juggling, two job offers. What do I do? Or, it could even be like maybe you're dating two people and you've got to make a decision, who do I go with, right? But for a lot of y'all are juggling a lot of different things. He is kind of like the juggler of tarot, and he's doing a really good job. You can actually see the two pentacles bound in the sign of infinity there, right? So he could be doing this for eons, right? Epics, if that is, does that even work? So there is, I'd like for you to, there is going to be possibly a decision that you're going to have to make. You're going to have to, I'd love for you to drop one of those pentacles so you can move forward. All right. And a lot of y'all, it's going to be work related for sure. It's going to be related, something that has to do with money. If it's not like work related, this is pentacles, right? It's a pentacle. So it does represent money and wealth, but it's also our physical reality, okay? And so one of the other reasons why is it could have to do with money is that Jupiter is in your second house of money right now, finances, salary. It could also be in your physical world, like I said, and that's also values there. But this month there could be a decision you have to make about money-wise, and it could be like a job offer or deciding between two jobs, or even, hey, do I, I'm taking on too much. I need to drop this side gig. I have like 5 different side gigs. I need to drop this one because this one's doing so well. I need to put more attention on this one. You get where I'm going with this. Now, with the 6 of Cups in your challenge area, I call it the breakthrough area. And this is a great card. 6 is the heart of the tree of life. 6 is all about harmony. There is a part of you where I would love for you to just let your guard down a little bit this month, okay? Let your guard down. And I feel like there's a sense of like, right? I don't want you to feel like things may be a little serious this month, but I don't want it to freak you out. I want you to think, okay, this is happening. Changes are happening and I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to look forward to it. Okay. And it really is like tapping into your inner child. There could be, again, something holding you back from the past. And that's a big message coming through. And so let's start unrooting that. Okay. If there is something from the past that is holding you back, I want you to use it to empower you, right? I don't want you to use it as a source of fear, as a source of, lack of confidence. I want it to empower you now, all right? That's happening because with the 7 of Swords in your past, and then now you're getting the 6 of Cups in your challenge area, that's just saying that there could be something you're thinking about from the past that you're, either it's like haunting you and you're not doing anything about it, and it's time to do something about it, or it's something that from the past that you are just so focused on that you can't even see. You need to just move forward. You need to move ahead. All right. But again, don't be so. I would love for you to not be so. There are going to be changes this month. That's guaranteed, okay? And I don't want you to feel that anything is out of your control. I want you to have the power, okay? Remember what I said. Feel empowered. Feel empowered. Now, you did get the 10 of Wands, so this is another indication that, this came up in your crown. This is another indication there's a lot of burden and heaviness associated with this card, and it's almost like, I'm so over it energy. Okay. The great thing about this card is 10 is the end of the suit. So you are going to be laying these wands down soon. And these wands, when you carry all these, listen, I don't know how much wands weigh in tarot, but I know how much bamboo weighs in real life, and it's heavy. Okay. It's backbreaking work to do it all by yourself. Now, when you're carrying so many wands, you can't see where you're going. I want you to see where you're going. I want you to see your path. And in order to do that, let's stop looking at the past and let's look forward. And then let's just take some time to, again, that burden energy, do things to what you can to release some of that burden. Okay, if you are juggling a lot of different things, if there's a lot that's going on your mind, again, remember you have the two of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, so it does bring a little bit of imbalance. So this is a month where you will find that balance, and the goal is to find that balance into again, it could be two suitors. I don't know if anyone says that word. It could be two job offers. It could be, even if you're moving, there could be something, but really very, there's definitely going to be something work related for sure. Especially because that full moon in Virgo that's coming up, it is in your seventh house of partnerships. And so this is relationship related too. A lot of that's going to resonate with you. But for a lot of y'all, this partnerships is work too. It's career. It's your, maybe your boss or a colleague or a partnership with another company. But either way, look, you got the lovers in the root of your spread. So that partnership energy is going to be really big for you, and it is going to be. You see, you got the two cards here of choices, right? Well, you got three actually, and we'll talk about that later, but. You see that, right? So you are going to have to make a decision this month, all right? Now, again, that partnership energy, whether it is love or career, okay? Whether it's, romance or career, you got the lovers, okay? This is ruled by Gemini, all right? So a lot of y'all, most of y'all, it's going to be relationships at home, okay? And the reason I say that is because Mars is currently in Gemini, and it will be for the first few weeks, and it has been for a long time. So there's been a lot of attention with partnerships at home, like relationships, your partner, right? This is a card of choices, okay? You do see Archangel Raphael. He's the golden sun behind him, right? Now, he's the one who's gifting the love in the Lover's card, all right? Now, it's up to you to decide what to do with it. So this is something that's going to be happening this month for you. You may have to make a decision with a relationship, with a partnership. Again, a lot of y'all, it's going to be relationships at home, and it could also even be your relationship with like a BFF, or it could be like a relationship with your parents if there's been like some maybe challenges with that, or just whatever resonates with you. But again, remember, partnership and choices here. You got choices in the heart of your spread, you got choices in the root of your spread. So there is going to be the decision that you may have to make this month, okay? I'm not getting an energy of it being something that's bad. It's actually good for you, all right? This is going to be great for you. Now, you did get the Two of Wands in your future. So it looks like you are going through change this month. All right, I just washed my hair and now it's all falling in my face. So sorry about that. Now, you do get the Two of Wands in your future, and so this is actually planning. This isn't. You can see that he has the globe in his hand. He's standing at the highest point in the castle. Listen, you've got a great vision, you've got a great perspective, you've got a really good view, right? And so we're planning now, all right? We're planning our next steps because there's a lot that's going to happen. There's a lot that's going to happen for you. Now listen, this is again, not really pulling the trigger yet. I always say it's almost like if you're on the racetrack, when the guy has that gun and boom, and everyone starts running, it's like that thing. The guy has a gun, but he hasn't shot yet. Okay? This is what that card is. You're just at the racetrack. You're ready, but you're still just planning, you're strategizing. Nothing like, just this is going to be for March for you. All right, a lot of planning your next step, and it looks like there is something new coming through. All right, Pisces, let's get to your stuff. Pisces, you're amazing. Listen, if you're, oh, by the way, if you're new to my channel, it would be great if you like, subscribe, and leave comments. I love y'all. If you're not a commenter, I love emojis. I love hearing from y'all. I love random emojis, and they always put a smile on my face. And if you're a subscriber, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing, and I actually wouldn't even be here without you, so I really do appreciate it, and I'm very grateful. So thank you so much. And Pisces, did you see your staff, right? Now, I can I this is possibly uh okay. I know it's sometimes dramatic when someone says this is going to be a life-changing month, this is going to be a game-changing month. This actually is going to be a life-changing month for every zodiac, especially astrologically, right? Every sign, okay? Now, this is 1000 1000% going to be a life changing month for you. Okay? 1000%. Look at your staff. Look at your staff. When I say you're starting a new beginning, you're starting a new beginning, Pisces. By the way, I just read, I don't know if you know this, Pisces. I don't know if you know this. Fortune magazine just came out with a list, and they did a list of I think they took 300 billionaires and they broke them down by zodiac sign to see which sign it was the most billionaires. All right, and guess where you fell? Number two. You're number two. Libra was number one and Pisces was number two. So out of all the billionaires in the world, there's, after Libra, and Jupiter is in your second house. You know that. I've told you that. Jupiter is the planet of growth, expansion, profit, good fortune, prosperity. It's expand. So you've probably made the most money that you have in the past 12 years, okay, since 2011. If you haven't, seeds are being planted now. Seeds are being planted now. We still have Jupiter in your sign for 2 months. There are no retrogrades, okay? None. So, wow, wow. And this is just indicating you listen, it's going to be a big month for you, and this is possibly your best spread. Now, let's go ahead and get started. You got the sun. All right. We all know the sun is one of the best cards in the deck. Some people say, some tarot readers say it is the best card. Okay, I agree. It's one of the best cards. It's in my top three. I have my favorites. But what does the sun do? It brings optimism, growth. It literally, like Pisces, you and me, my dog. I have my dog who's joined me. Everyone on this planet, we're alive because of the sun. That's how significant the sun is. That's how powerful the sun is when it shows up in your reading. Okay, we call this I call it the BFY. It's the big fat yes. All right, so this is really promising energy. And then if you think about the sun, actually, if you think about what's out there in our world, we know that there's billions of galaxies, right? Billions of galaxies, and they all have star systems. They all have star clusters, right? Mostly like binary star systems. I think it's like 80-90%. Pisces, we're a solar system. We're not a star system. We're a solar system. We are an anomaly. The sun is that special. And so when I say that abundance, I mean, it shines. The sun shines. It shines all those shadows, all those dark corners in your life. And now look, you got the world. Okay, so this came in your external influences area. This is basically, I'm looking at the time, it's 11:11. I don't know if you're into numerology, but that's crazy. So the world, hello, there you go. You've come to the end of your journey. You've come to this end of this major journey of yours, and you're starting a new one. And it comes with victory. It's very successful here. Okay, you can see. Second, you can also see the Ouroboros here too, or up here, just as in here as well. And I'm going to point out I always wait to the end, but there you go. You get the Magician in your final outcome. And we'll talk about that in a second, but the Ouroboros, so you got it three times. Three times. You know, the Ouroboros is, it is, I think, the oldest alchemical symbol. I mean, it goes way back. I mean, we're talking like Egypt, like King Tut had, there was like Hadrite, the Ouroboros, okay, and it's very significant. It is, you know what it means actually. Oro is tail, and then Boros is devouring, so it's tail devouring. All right, because it's always a symbol of, you can see it's like the, it reflects the snake or the serpent or the lizard eating its own tail, and it is it represents life cycles and divinity. It's eternity. It's such an important symbol, and you got it three times. You got it three times in your spread, and so when I say you're about to begin a new life chapter, it's not even a chapter, it's a new era. You're beginning a new era, Pisces. Now, the Ouroboros, or sorry, the World card, okay? So again, this is the end of the major arcanas. This is the end. There are 22 cards in the major arcana. There are 22 paths in the tree of life. We've come to the end now. So you are about to start a brand new journey. You're starting a way brand new journey. And then you see the four fixed signs in the corners of the world here. That's a lot of stability. Now also, look, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Come on. Come on. 10 in the tree of life is it's completion, right? It's conclusion, and it's, when it's the physical earth. It's when it's the physicality. It's the most grounded. It's like you made it. It's like your kingdom come. It's this card is success. It's raining pentacles. It's raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life. This is all about prosperity. I mean, this is, when I say it's the you made it card, it's the you made it card. You can see how happy the family is here. You can see that, look how big their castle is. Look at all the abundance around them. Now, this is your I need you to just keep your eyes on the prize. I need you to keep your head in the game. I need you to go after your passions big time. I don't want anything holding you back, okay? I don't want you to hold yourself back either. Remember what I said. Let's not look at the past. You are going to be doing it subconsciously, especially with Pluto going into Aquarius. That is going to happen. That is definitely going to happen. But again, remember, when you do it, take action to unroot things that no, you don't need moving into this, next chapter. All right, Pisces, that's going to be a big deal for you. And a lot of y'all are looking for that. You're looking for that, security. You're looking for this month, and it's kind of like the biggest thing. Even financial security, home security with your family, a lot of legacy energy in here. Now, lastly, again, you got the Magician. Okay, so not only did you get the World, the end of the journey, here you are in your final outcome. You got the Magician, just starting your new journey. So when I say this is a big month for you, where things are going to start changing, here you go. Here you go. You saw me shuffle this spread deck. You saw me lay out this. I mean, this is not like I can't even make this up. You are going through the biggest transformation, actually. The biggest. You're gonna have to make a decision this month, but and you're gonna have a lot of power. The Magician has all the tools of tarot at his disposal. Okay, you do see that, the cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords, and you do see his hand to the sky with the Magician's baton, hand to the ground, as above, so below. Now, here's the thing, Pisces. I don't want you to pay attention to the hand of the sky. You know what your dreams are. You know what your passions are. You know what your hopes and wishes are. I want you to bring them into your reality now. This is a card of action, and you have the power to do it this month. Okay, so whatever you want to go for, put action toward it. All right, put action toward it. Put action toward your passions, and you can manifest anything. Is it money? Is it love? Is it what is it that your heart wants, right? What is it that you want to bring into your life? Yeah, you have all that power. You have all that power. You're amazing, Pisces. Now, as I promised, I break it down week by week to give you an idea of what to expect. Every week this month, the first week is really busy. All right, Pisces, really busy. First thing I want to do, oh, I should have said this in the beginning too. First thing I want you to mark March 1st on your calendar. All right, do it now. Do it now. March 1st is when Venus conjuncts Jupiter, and they're both in Aries. So, not only is this the best day of the month, this is one of the best days of the entire year. Entire year. We all know what Venus represents. We all know what Jupiter represents now. Okay. Now they're basically, right, like hugging in the sky on that date. And so this is a rare aspect. It's a beautiful aspect. And it all falls in your second house. Okay. So you could get a lot of money news. You could get a lot of news about salary. It could be part of this new job offer that may be coming through. It could be you starting a new project, new passion. It could be you starting a new relationship. Remember, that's your physical your values. And Taurus, I'm sorry, not Taurus, they're both in Aries, which is in your second house. All right. And then but the second house is actually like Venus ruled and Taurus ruled, so values and but either way, it is just going to be a beautiful day, and you may even feel it the day before and after. Now, yes, Mercury is entering your sign, which is something that you definitely look out for. We're gonna talk a lot about this toward the is that actually happening on the that may be happening on this subject. Actually, you know what, let's Mercury's going into your sign. I gotta double check the date, but full moon in Virgo is the big thing because March 7th, that's the same day that Saturn's moving into your sign. Okay, that is huge. And again, remember, that has to do with partnerships. Okay, has to do with partnerships, whether romance or career. All right, so you may feel some closure to one thing. This is it's about maybe the time that you're going to make this decision about one or the other, or something new could come through. Okay, remember, full moons bring closure, and after closure, it opens doors, right? And so I love this. And Saturn's entering your sign, and Neptune's already in your sign. So we're going to again talk a lot about this in your weekly next week. But oh shoot, there we go. You got your, there you go. All right. So 9 of Cups. As we know, this is the Get a Witch card. And you're fine. I mean, like, something that you want is coming through. All right. Big time. This is a card. I call it the genie in a bottle energy. And so you can see the cups aligned over his head. There's a lot of enlightenment, right? And then also, look how happy he is. And it's funny. It's almost like he's showing off his cups as if they're trophies. Like, this is like that feel good. Like, it feels good to feel good. I'm so excited for what I have. I'm so grateful for everything that's come through. This is the in layman's terms, like the Get a Wish card, your wish coming true card. So there you go. First week of March. Second week of March, big week. Venus is entering Taurus. That is huge. I can't even begin to it's going to be Venus is in Taurus for a few weeks. So during that time, I want you to really, you don't even have to do anything. Just it's going to be very romantic. It's going to be very romantic for the next while Venus is in Taurus. It's at home in Taurus. Okay, and if you are single, then yeah, go out there. Put yourself out there. Put yourself, fire up your Tinder. Go out to the bars. I mean, such a great time if you're in a relationship. It's just gonna, romance, love. It's gonna be in the air. It's a nice time. But there's so much happening that week. Again, I'm gonna break it down in my weeklies. But for you, what to expect? The High Priestess. I love it. Look at you. Okay, so this is amazing. This is a time where you're going to spend a little bit more time going within. Remember, Pluto going into Aquarius is going to be a really big thing for you, and Saturn going into your first house is a huge thing for you. You're going to be in your head. You're going to be thinking of unrooting things that no longer serve you well. You're going to be thinking about what do your identity and just personal identity and even spirituality, which is going to be a big thing. And here's your affirmation of the high priestess who comes out to say, hey, go within, trust your instincts, because you can't always look beyond, like, the material realm, right? You have to go within. That's, you can even see the book of Torah in her hand, and it's half failed, and it's because you have to go within. That's where a lot of that deep sacred knowledge is. And you are, by the way, with these transits, I think I've told you in several of your readings, out of all the zodiac signs, Pisces, you are the most psychic, you are the most intuitive, so it comes naturally for you, all right? So it's almost like honing in on that, and you're going to find that it's a gift. You're going to find that you're gifted, okay? So the third week is, again, game-changing, because we're finally entering Aries season. Sun is in Aries, Sun's exalted in Aries, and then we have that in the spring equinox. Hey, yay, it's spring. We do have a new moon in Aries, so again, there you go. And more money activity. Again, Jupiter is in Aries at that point. It's still in Aries. Again, that's in your second house of salary, all right? Possessions, and even self-value. I always say, if you're like the king of Norway watching this video and money is not even a thing for you, then it's going to be in your physical world, all right? Just growth and wealth in your physical world. So that said, yeah, that's the week that Pluto's going into Aquarius. That's a big one. I'm going to talk about that during that weekly reading. Mars is going into Cancer, which is like, but it's fine. It's good because you're a fellow water sign, so it'll be fluid. Let's just say it that way, for you. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the third week of March. Boom. There you go. So funny, because this is ruled by Cancer, okay? This is ruled by Cancer. Now, I don't know if you're into numerology. 2023 is the year of 7, okay? And you pull the card of 7 for the third week of, with all this new activity that's happening. So much new activity. It's mind-blowing, okay? This is moving forward from any obstacles, okay? Remember, you got the High Priestess from the week before. 7, let's talk about 7 in numerology. It really is all about introspection, okay? And so he's found that self-will, that self-determination, that willpower to move forward from any obstacles that's been holding him back, okay? And what's really interesting here, you do see, God, your reading is really powerful. So you do see, first of all, the 2 slivers of the moon on his shoulders. Boom. You see in his hand, he's not even holding the reins. He's holding the magician's baton. I mean, when I say this is this is your biggest month. This is your biggest month. It's your birthday season. It's your biggest month, okay? Now, again, that whole numerology thing that I was talking about earlier, 7 is such a significant number. I mean, it's 7. Think about it's the lucky 7, but it's all about introspection. It's all about, the 7. We have 7 chakras. There are, 7 rays of light that radiate throughout the universe. There's 7, if you're into like the law of 1. 7 is very significant, and I love that you got the Chariot for the third week. Now the last week, oh my goodness, this is your best reading. You're about to start a brand new era, and it's going to be really big for you. The last week of March, oh yeah, Mercury's conjuncting Jupiter, Mars. This is such a great week. If you have to sign contracts, please do this week. It's a great time. Mars trining Saturn. I love that. And then Venus conjuncting Uranus. They're both in Taurus. Oh my goodness. It's like the love level is like off the meter here. Okay. Is that it? Off the meter? Off the chain? I don't even know. You know what I mean though, right? So Pisces, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the last week of, there you go. Boom. Knight of Swords. Listen, this is, I call him Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Nobody gets that reference. So I just think Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, right? So this is that energy, bold, courage, a lot of courage to go after the things that you're passionate about, the things that you want, especially up here, because swords are the mental suit, is like really, really having an idea of what you want.
going for it. It's time. It's time. Okay. And this is, you see him going into the storm, right? And then also, I'm just going to point this out for you because I think that nobody really does, but I think it's always really cool. You see all the little butterflies, right, on him, and then the little horsey. The transformation that you're going to go through, Pisces, is going to be major, and you're entering a brand new era, and it's going to be very auspicious, and it's going to be an era. It's a time where you're going to feel very empowered. So, with that said, Pisces, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm sorry my hair kept falling in my face, but my dog didn't notice. So, Pisces, I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you're new to my channel, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I always love hearing from you. I love emojis. And if you are a subscriber, you are amazing. Thank you so much for supporting me. You're awesome. I love you. I love you. You make my day. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.